Good morning and welcome to St. Johns County's favorite morning show, actually the only morning show that I know of. My name's Pete Melfi, and with me is my co-host Troy Blevins, as always. Before we get to Troy, I want to remind you to download the 904 Now app, drop us a share right here, hit the full screen button, and of course drop a comment below. We will get to those at some point. We typically always do. Troy, good morning, man. How are you?
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Yeah, good.
It's almost Friday.
It's not almost Friday. It is not almost Friday. Don't get people too
I think
excited,
you need to be
Troy.
more positive.
It is very far from. It's closer to this Friday than it is to January of 2020
Yeah. Okay.
or of 2021, I guess.
I don't know which way you're going with this.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying
didn't know, I didn't know
it's
where you were
close
taking
to
this.
Friday if you look at it in some sort of perspective.
It's
you
always
can,
close to Friday.
It's not always close to Friday.
It just depends on your attitude about it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's
See, I
it's
want
close.
it to be close to Friday, so let it be close to Friday. Can't I be happy?
Sure, Troy. It's close to
just wanna be
Friday, buddy.
happy.
All right, Troy.
Jeez.
Yeah, pal. It's
Yeah.
almost Friday, Troy.
Thanks.
Oh.
We used to be a happy morning show.
This is a happy morning show, but you're lying to people, damn it. You're lying to people,
It's
and I
Tuesday.
can't put up with it.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, man. It is
Yeah.
not almost Friday. It's
Yeah.
almost Wednesday.
Mhm.
I want to let you know that on this beautiful Tuesday, the morning show sponsored by our friends at Old City Homes, Jerry and his team are currently building 6 brand new houses, which include 2-bedroom, 2-bath houses. Starting at $165, they're also building on the golf course in Cypress Lakes, in that neighborhood out there, a 4-bedroom house with very nice upgrades. And with interest rates as low as they are, this is the time to buy. Call or text Jerry at 904-466-9505 for more information. Also, shout out to Primp and Ain't Easy and Fidus Roofing, who we'll talk about in a little while, and Dan Bagan and Company. Bagan and Company. Just Bagan and Company.
Okay.
I always say Dan Bagan and Company.
Yeah.
But glad to have Clay here today. He is part of the company of Bagan and Company.
Yeah, it throws me off when he's here on other days besides Wednesday.
It always does.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It just we don't get it. But I think we established what day it is, so we're off to a
Yeah.
decent start. You know what else is off to a decent start? Early voting.
Early voting.
Early voting's off to a
was
pretty
packed.
decent start, man. Yeah,
Early
packed.
voting
at,
was packed.
pretty much all the precincts, all the locations, and so that's good. Of course, started Monday. All sites are going to be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Through October 31st, and of course, Election Day, November 3rd. Registered voters in St. Johns County can cast their ballots at any location during early voting. They can also return mail-in ballots at early voting sites during posted voting times. On Election Day, voters must go to their assigned precincts to vote. We had Vicky Oaks in the other day, and I would recommend people go back and watch that show
Yeah.
if they haven't seen that already, because very, very informative. And we learned that Vicky is so good at her job that she can name all of the voting locations off the top of her head.
Yes.
You tested her on that.
She crushed it.
She crushed it. You tested her on that thinking she may not
Yeah, she had
be
10.
able to pull that
and
off.
I was counting them down.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were right. I didn't go back and check, but I'm
You
assuming
know what?
they were.
So she could have
crushed
just
it.
named any
Yeah,
place.
she could have said, the factory studios, and I'd been like,
right. Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
We're a polling place. All right.
He didn't tell me.
She does a killer job, though, man.
Mm.
She does a killer job. We got a bunch of people registered to vote. I think when I looked, it was 210,000.
Yeah.
Which we've got about. I guess we're expected to have about 260,000 after the census, or that's what they were saying pre-COVID.
Mhm.
But out of 260,000 to have 210,000 people registered to vote, man, that's a big deal.
Solid.
From what I've looked at as far as the count so far,
Or four.
so four people have voted, and that's it. No. There have been more Democrats that have voted since than Republican, and that's in the county, and that also goes for the state so far. I wonder if that's typical, because I know typically
I think this year is a little different. I think there's more mail-in, and that seems to be leaning more towards the Democrat side than the Republican
that's a
side.
good point.
So,
That's a good point.
I mean, I know Blake turned in his last week.
Yeah.
He's more on the Democrat side than Republican side.
Then you've got a guy like Mike Davis who waits till
He won't
the day
he won't
of,
vote.
right?
He's a traditionalist, and he won't vote until the day of
Right.
election.
Right.
So
Okay.
and I think a lot of the conservatives are that way.
All right.
They look at it and say that's the day I'm supposed to vote.
So for people looking
No
at the
change.
numbers and wondering what they mean,
No change.
yeah, no, they stick to the rules, man. Very, 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 very strict on that
It's
stuff.
called election day for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, Mike.
Yeah. Kofi's having a
But,
good time up there.
Yeah,
He was arguing with me through a text this morning.
already this morning?
Yeah, but that's
Already
what we
this
do.
morning.
That's what our friendship's all about.
Of
Like,
course it is. But wow, Mike.
He'll wake me up just to have not an argument, a discussion. Because me and Mike really have discussions. Because arguments end in somebody being mad at the end, and we're very rarely mad at.
Rarely, but I've seen it happen a couple times.
It has happened a couple times.
But
So,
it is.
we're still friends.
It is pretty rare.
You
you
can
guys
still be mad at your friends. I mean, you're allowed to be mad at your friends.
Sure.
Doesn't mean you're not
Sure.
going to go have a drink with them.
That's it, man.
So.
That's it. How politics should be.
Yep.
At least talking it anyway.
Or help them in a situation. It's the way it works. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, you pissed me off in a political conversation, Mike. Next time you need to jump on the side of the road, I am not helping you.
I'm not coming to. Okay, I will.
Shit. What an asshole.
Okay, I will.
All right, man. So with that said, question of the day.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
I didn't study.
You never study.
Oh, okay.
And you rarely get it right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it shows.
Okay.
Question of the day: if your food is bad at a restaurant, do you say something? This is something I struggle with, Troy, because I had a bad meal at one of my favorite places the other day, a couple weeks ago. I didn't say anything.
It depends. To me, it depends. Like if it's something I was like, okay, because I like ordering different things.
Yeah.
And if it's something I order and I just don't like the taste of it, I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But if it's something I order, I know it's supposed to have this type of criteria to it.
Right.
Like
right.
if I get a well done steak,
yeah.
I might throw it back at you. Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, if I order a steak out at a restaurant, it's usually a good restaurant, and if they overcook the steak, I'm not eating a $40 steak.
Well, sure. Yeah.
That I don't want to eat.
Okay.
So I mean, like I said, it kind of depends on where it's at, or if something's undercooked. Like if chicken could be undercooked.
Yeah.
I send that back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things that you would, and I mean that really, and I pretty much stayed completely on the fence on that. So I'm sorry. About that.
You did. You really.
I was actually hearing myself go, wow, that's really. I am a politician right now.
That's
just
right.
Answering.
So what you're saying is you're not complaining about McDonald's food.
If I order bad,
because it's cheap.
Yeah. No, never.
But if you order an expensive steak and it's not the way you ordered it, I can see that.
Yeah.
Because you're paying a lot of money that you shouldn't be paying for this steak.
Yeah, if I'm paying like
for them to do it right,
$30-$40 for a steak, and I order my steak rare to medium rare.
Yeah.
And you send it well done. Yeah,
it's going back.
Take that freaking beef jerky back with you.
Yeah, I hear that.
Sorry, and I can be friends with a lot of people. You eat your steak well done, it's going to be questionable. So,
all right, that makes sense. No, that makes perfect sense. No, I went to a place that I really, really like a couple of weeks ago, and the chicken came out almost frozen.
See, that's
almost
chicken's
frozen.
One that like you.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. That's like if it's undercooked, it's going back.
Yeah, I just couldn't eat it. But I couldn't bring myself to complain about it.
Yeah.
I'm a tough complainer, especially at my friends' places. But maybe they want to know about that stuff. I don't know.
I can tell you this: if it was at my friend's place, I would say, hey, I might not say something to the waiter or something, but I'd be like, hey, you need to look at this.
Yeah.
Because that's quality coming out, and their name's attached to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah. Solid point. Quality coming out always of Fidus Roofing here, that's for sure. Want to give Fidus Roofing a big shout out, the official roofers of the Stoidum, master elite contractors for St. Johns County, which lets them offer warranties that nobody else can. If you need anything to do with your roof, seriously, these guys are the guys to call. Fidus Roofing, 904-355-ROOF. If the word roof is in your phone number, you know you're legit. Mm-hmm. If you're a roofer, but if you're a painter and the word roof is in your phone number, then you know you're not legit, I guess.
Yeah, your name's Jimmy Roof, and you're a painter.
Yeah, well, that would make sense if your last name is Roof. But
but still, that'd be a strange occupational choice.
It would. I mean, you should probably be a roofer if your name's Roof. Yeah.
I mean, somebody in your family was a roofer.
All right, man. I wanted to talk about this because I got a note yesterday. I think you got the similar note about a community fundraiser coming up this weekend, and somebody sent this in to the 904 Now inbox on Facebook, and I really appreciate that. We like to draw attention to as many good things going around in town as we possibly can. a 10-year-old girl here in town. This woman's friend's daughter was diagnosed with leukemia recently, and man, I can't even imagine that. I've got two god kids that I just love to death. I mean, I don't have two kids of my own, but they're right at these ages, 9 and 11. And I just couldn't imagine just the sadness and the confusion and the of the parents in the situation, and the little girl too, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're organizing a community yard sale for Malia this weekend, October 24th, Saturday. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please mark this down in your calendars, guys. Go out there. You're going to find something that you can at least pick up or just donate a few bucks if you can. It'd really make these folks' day. It's going to be, again, October 24th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., a multifamily yard sale in the parking lot of, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is 500 Deltona Boulevard in St. Augustine. 32086 is that area code. And they say on this on the pamphlet here, they're going to be there rain or shine. So so no matter what, man, they're going to be out there. If you plan to be out there, head on out there. Of course, with their daughter battling cancer, they're asking you to be prepared to wear a mask and social distance out there, because that's just the responsible thing you absolutely need to do in this situation. But we're hoping to raise some awareness for this, and we'll probably talk about this a couple more times throughout the week, man, just to make sure folks have an opportunity to remember and get out there and help support this family. But did want to bring that up and let people know, man, because
and thank you guys for sending stuff like that to us.
Yeah.
We want to help. This show is about local stuff.
Yeah.
And it's about helping our neighbors. So, please, when you have stuff like that, feel free to send it to us. We might not always get to it, but we want to try and get to it as much as we possibly can.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely right.
We appreciate you guys
100%.
informing us of that, and that's how we can let everybody else know.
That's right. And any other news, too, man. We just did a little revamp on the 904 Now app, by the way, and it's a little bit easier to find where you're going and send us news when you see stuff. And, of course, man, if there's something going on, you guys can always be the cameraman. You guys can always get that stuff to us. Right through the 904 Now app. It lets you send videos, it lets you send pictures, lets you send written stories if you need to. And I mean, seriously, when something comes through the 904 Now app, I know it's urgent, I know it's news, I know it's important. So you guys, I appreciate you guys using that feature as well. And we got a whole lot more in there for you too, and totally redesigned so that it's a little bit easier to find your way around everything. Just get everywhere a little bit quicker.
Yep.
All right, let's see. We got a patron saint to name here today, Troy. Patron saint.
And it's not Clay.
It's not Clay, unfortunately. It's not you, and it's not me. I never
Okay.
name myself the patron saint. It'll be a weird day if I name myself the patron
Things
saint.
have gone
There will
really
be
bad.
There will be a weird story, because these are
Really?
always a little bit weird.
Really bad.
But this is actually the patron saint of hip-hop memorabilia that I'm naming today.
Wow.
A Guinness World Record that I can kind of appreciate, Troy. A Guinness World Record has announced the sale of a plastic crown worn by the rapper Notorious B.I.G. I don't know if you remember.
The
It's
one
got
in
some
his-
iconic photos,
yeah.
man, with him in this crown. During an iconic photo shoot, it says right here, set a new world record when it sold for almost $600,000 at an auction.
Plastic crown.
A plastic crown. Yeah, man, $600,000. But it was in that picture. It was.
Big.
You still see that picture on
Oh, it's
shirts,
everywhere.
on
It's
TV.
It's on every shirt.
It's on everything.
Biggie's like, man, come on.
Yeah, even
Come
he's
on.
like, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's a little bit crazy.
I got that thing for $3.99 at the
Right.
dollar store.
Yeah, I overpaid at the dollar
He's
store.
like,
You guys are way overpaying now. So I got to ask you, Troy. First of all, were you in the age demographic to where you cared about the Tupac and Biggie beef back in the day?
And
did you pick a
I
side?
was aware of it, but I was already.
You were past.
out
You
of-
were a little
I was
past.
beyond that. I mean,
music
it was
beef
it was in
things.
it was in the 90s, mid 90s, or early mid 90s. I mean, I was aware of what was going on, and I appreciated both their music.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't get in that beef. I mean,
I.
and here's the thing that drives me nuts. People, when you grow up in St. Augustine, I know you grow up in St. Augustine, don't start throwing freaking gang signs like white dudes throwing gang signs
It's-
that I know.
Yeah, I know.
They,
It's
they talk about like how rough their life was here at RB Hunt School. Shut up, man. Just shut up. I know.
We all knew those kids in high
I
school,
know.
though.
Yeah, but they do it, and I'm just like,
How often do
you
you
cried when I called a foul on you, and when you were 10 years old. I
I
remember
know.
that.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
But
But you don't have to
throw
deal with
things-
that much anymore, do you? Do you
No,
you
I
don't
mean, I see it on like social media where people are
Okay,
like, "Oh yeah,
okay. Yeah.
oh yeah, West Side." Wait, what
Yeah.
the hell are you talking about? You grew up on the island.
Yeah, I know, I know it, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
I'll say I was a Tupac guy in that
Mm.
whole thing. I just like listening to his music a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I appreciate the hell out of Biggie, and I
Yeah.
like listening to his music too, man. But Tupac was
He was, at a
was
different
more-
level.
yeah.
I'm kind of agree with you on that.
for sure. All right, you know who else is on a different level? Primpin' Ain't Easy. They are putting pink extensions in and donating the money to Wildflower Clinic this month to pay for women's mammograms locally. Primpin' Ain't Easy, located in the plaza with the press out there off State Road 16. So go check them out for that this month.
All right.
Another good thing.
And Pete, I got to make your day because I just looked down at one of the comments. Melissa said, "Pete, she would call you the patron saint of reporting."
Wow.
Melissa giving love to you, Pete.
Hey, I wouldn't
So-
even call myself that.
Yeah.
But thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
I appreciate your
thought that
faith
was
in
very,
me.
very,
Yeah.
very nice.
That was very nice. Thank you, Melissa.
Very nice.
You've got Soydom Stat, and it's not that I'm the patron saint of
It's
reporting.
not that you are the patron saint, but we talked a little bit about music, and this one's actually important to this region in music. In 1977, this is the day the plane crashed of Leonard Skinner.
Oh, sure.
When Ronnie passed, and several of the members of the band Leonard Skinner passed.
Yeah, man.
At least 3 passed. So it was on this day that plane crashed in 1977. They
Wow.
still were out there touring, and the families kept the business going and the song and the name out there. But
Yeah.
today was a big day for Leonard Skinner and Southern rock.
Yeah.
So we got rap
Yeah,
and Southern
wow.
rock into today's show.
I don't know how we did that. We never even get one of those into
No.
most of our shows.
No,
So,
no.
well, Troy, I think that's going to about do it for this show. We appreciate everybody checking in, watching out there. Please, man, share this with your friends. Tag some friends if they need to see this stuff. We're really the only people doing this in St. Augustine, man. There's not a local station talking about what's going on in our town, in our county. There's just not. This is the only place you're going to get it. And we throw a few F-bombs in there every now and then. So we make it
no.
fun. Fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
We
That's
throw
what I meant.
Fun words.
Fun
in there.
bombs.
Yeah, you told me I'm not allowed to use that word anymore.
No, I didn't use it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready,
Yeah.
man.
It's a good Tuesday, almost Friday.
The Almost Friday Forrest Gump way. We'll talk to you guys this afternoon. Take